All right. Looks like we got a little bit of an update. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit of an update. It looks like we got a massive update. So, as of right now, it looks like Quinn Hughes is very close. Like, it's basically done. That he signed his 6-year deal with the Canucks, and Pettersson is coming soon. It is close. It is very close. As you see here, hearing Hughes nearing a 6-year deal worth slightly above $7.75 million per year with the Canucks. I predicted in around $8 million. As of right now, it seems like it's really close. So if that's the case, I'll say right here, I think it's a W for Benning. After all of this, I figured they were going to have to settle, like they were going to have to just be okay with overpaying a little bit. But with the expectation that Hughes is going to continue to develop, and by the way, I am watching the Blue Jays game right now, but this is massive hockey news here. With the expectation that, and again, I'm already seeing people reply, I think this is too much. I don't know what people expected. If anyone's going, this is too much, or anyone's going, this is a crazy amount, what did you expect? For a guy that's going to be your number one defenseman for a long time, for a guy that was a top 10 pick, for a guy that's been panning out at the age that he's at, and he's just going to continue to get better. I don't know what people expected, especially in the coming years for the salary cap to keep going up, to keep rising from this flat cap. I don't know what people expected. So if this is true, and it's in around 7.7, 7.75, 7.8 at a 6-year deal, that's a W. Because I don't know how anyone in their right mind figured that this guy was going to get under 7. And at the end of the day, yeah, you could have probably signed Quinn Hughes to, I don't know, I'll throw an example. You probably could have signed Quinn Hughes to a 3-year deal at maybe $6 million. But what good would that have done? You sign him for the 3 years and then have to sign him for $9 or $10 million in 3 years? That's what would have happened. With the cap going up, that's exactly what would have happened. So, I think if this is true and it's for 6 years, again, we're waiting for any kind of update here. I'm kind of looking at Elliotte Friedman, seeing what he has to say. But, yeah, guys, this is big. And, yeah, it looks like Pettersson, based on what I've seen and heard, it seems like Pettersson's most likely, again, take it with a grain of salt, but most likely going to sign a bridge deal. So, 6 years for Hughes. I think right now I'm expecting a 3-year deal for Pettersson, around what Barzal's number was. So 3 years around, again, I'll stick with my prediction of like 7.5 or maybe the same amount. I mean, who knows? Maybe we just get shocked and Pettersson signs a really similar deal to this. Who knows? Who knows? What's up, Alex? But yeah, guys. Wait, you are lying? I'm not lying. What do you mean? It's right on the screen. I'm not saying it's confirmed. That's why I included a question mark, but Satyar says it, and Elliotte Friedman is like putting validation. Not that he needed it, but he's putting validation right there. Oh shit, Dickerson? Oh my god, just foul. So guys, in the chat right now, W or L? W or L? But yeah, right now it seems like Hughes for 6 years. I'm thinking Pettersson for 3. We'll see. I'm going to search up Pettersson, see what is tagged with his name right now. Wow, here we go. Look, my predictions might be right here. Look at this. Look at this. HTH's prediction. Not too shabby. I've been right on the year so far. I said 6 to 8 years on Hughes. I said 3 years for Pettersson. Wow. There you go. Well, that's a massive W. I don't know the cap hit yet, but if they get both these guys done today, that is huge. Wow. Again, guys, if you're in here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. There you go. So, again, we don't know the cap hit right now for Pettersson, but as of right now, we know Hughes is in around that 7.75. My prediction in the video with Canuck Clay was in between 8 and 8.25 for Hughes, and then in between 7.5 and 8 for Pettersson. And it looks like right now it's going to be around that. Hey, Canuck Clay, we were not too bad. Right now, Clay, we weren't too bad. If Benning got it under 8 million, that's a massive W. But obviously, I said, and Clay, we talked about it in the video. As the years, like as the less amount of years, the less cap hit. So at 8 years, I was figuring 8.25. At 7 years, I was figuring probably just slightly over 8. And then at 6 years, I was figuring maybe just slightly under 8. So this is probably that range right now. Just slightly under 8 for 6 years. And I think that's a W for Benning. Under 8 million for Pettersson. Let's see. Yep. Wow. Guys, W's in the chat. Attaboy Jim Benning. Attaboy Jim Benning. Again, a little too much for 3 years in my opinion. A little bit too much for 3 years. But the fact that combined, he got these two guys under 16 million, that's a W. Again, it's not easy, man. When these two guys are holding out like this, it's not easy. I expected one of them to end up being $1 million or 2 over. Yes, my prediction was 7.5 for 3 years for Pettersson, or 7.75. So a little bit more for Pettersson, a little bit less for Hughes. But as me and Clay talked about it, that range of just under 16 million for the combination of both is right there. So I like it. I have no complaints. Again, guys, Canucks fans in the chat, I hope you subscribe. I'm going to be streaming for some Canucks games coming up. And I hope you drop a like. So hit that subscribe button. We got 111 in the chat. Exactly, Clay. Exactly. And yeah, I mean, I'd say it's similar enough to, I mean, again, it's $1 million more per than Barzal's comparable, but yeah, again, it's a little bit more on the 3-year deal than I think as a Canucks fan, if I was a Canucks fan, I'd be comfortable with, but it's not like a crazy amount. Like for both these contracts, I don't think there should be anyone really, especially in this scenario. Like, what are you taking? Are you taking a scenario where they're signing now with still 2 weeks till the season starts? Are you taking that, or are you taking, okay, we want $500K less, and they can sign in November? Right? Am I on track or what? That's what I'm thinking, right? I think all Canucks fans should be happy with this number, with these numbers, especially at the time that they're signing here. Think about it. I'm the Leaf fan. I watched William Nylander not sign until December. So, trust me, it doesn't feel great to watch one of your big players not play for the first couple months. Okay, but Massimo, you have to understand the age here, Massimo. People have said the same thing about many defensemen in the league. Many defensemen. You have to understand the age. You have to understand the point of where the contract's being signed here. You are not signing Quinn Hughes for almost $8 million for today. You're signing Quinn Hughes for $8 million for 3 years, for 4 years from now, for 5 years from now, from 6 years from now, for when the cap is going up. Because at the end of the day, if it was a 2 or 3 year deal, yeah, that number is exactly what it is. If it's a 2 or 3 year deal, Quinn Hughes is not over $7 million. I'm telling you that right now. There is no chance in this world that if it's a 2 or 3 year contract, Quinn Hughes is above 7. No chance. It's way under 7. You're honestly in around probably 6 something. So you're buying more years by these contracts. So again, I don't have a problem here. I really don't. Again, could I complain about the extra $500K for the 3 year deal on the Pettersson? Sure, but I have no complaints. Yeah, I mean, Ray, bro, has Karlsson fell off, and has Karlsson been, I don't know, because of his injury, like, he just hasn't been good lately, right? But he's also into his 30s now. I'm not saying Hughes is a Karlsson, but everyone said the same thing about Erik Karlsson. This guy couldn't play defense, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. Look what Karlsson did in Ottawa for a chunk of 4 years. I think even if you can get 75% of EK in his prime from a Quinn Hughes, Canucks fans are laughing. They're laughing. So with cap going up, yes, Clay, exactly. With cap going up I'm telling you guys right now, in 3 years, the cap will be up by, again, don't hold me on this, but I would say in 3 years, we'll see the cap at least up 6 or 7 million from where it is at right now. So, I mean, I'll throw a prediction, 85 million. The cap will be in 2-3 years, 85 million. So, that right there adds a little bit of room. Canucks can say bye to Tyler Myers at that point, and these contracts won't even be a concern at that point. And then, at the end of the day, if anything, I'd be more concerned with the Pettersson contract here, because if Pettersson explodes, which I expect him to, he's going to ask for 10 or 11, 12 million when the cap goes up. At least 10. He got 8 on a 3-year deal. So if it's a long-term deal, he's going to want at least 10. So yeah, I would be much less concerned about this Hughes contract than Pettersson's. But yeah, guys, please drop a like. We only have 45 likes. Let's try to get 100 likes here. I'll stay live here for another 10, 15 minutes to talk about these contracts. It seems like it's pretty solidified at this point for these contracts, but yeah. W's for the Canucks. Yeah, I mean, both of them do. I mean, I would say a lot of people would be on that mindset. If Pettersson and Hughes need to bulk up a bit, yeah. What's up, Ibrahim? Ibrahim, you left the Discord. Where are you at? Are they going to have to shed some cap? No, they're fine for right now. They are fine. Obviously, they have to make certain decisions on the depth guys. Because, like, yeah, like, it's tight for the cap right now. Super tight with these cap hits. But at the same time, they did it, like, enough of a range that it's fine. If Pettersson or Hughes had maybe signed for an extra $1 million than this, then yeah, they would have had to shed a contract. Yeah, Rick, I'm watching the Jays right now. Yeah, so Rayleigh, let's see. Yeah, Clay just tweeted this, and again, it's around 8 million. Maybe it's actually this. Maybe it's the same number. I actually could see it just being the same number, but go follow Clay on Twitter, guys. He's a great follow for you Canucks fans in the chat. Obviously, subscribing to me will help, but subscribe to him as well. But yes, the Ferland LTIR is a great point from Clay as well. Obviously, I'm in that 16 million we talked about in the video. I'm including that 16 million in the LTIR, right? So yeah, we've talked about it. The LTIR, obviously, it sucks that Ferland went down with an injury and it seems like he's done with his career. But for the Canucks cap purposes, sorry for Ferland, but the LTIR money helps. Yeah, really. Again, it looks like Pettersson might be closer to 8 million than Hughes is, but both of them are in between, I think, 7.75 and 8 right now, as we know. So, again, I think these are W's for Benning, man. I mean, people can say what they want, but I think these are W's for Benning. All right. Let's see here. We are cutting away from the Blue Jays game to break down the Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson contract. Oh my god, that just scared me. I thought Brett Gardner just hit a homer. Holy shit. What's up, TCB? Of course, Clay. Always want to support you. And, yeah, Clay. Hey, we'll keep growing. We're going to hit both of us are going to hit some milestones soon, for sure. So, it looks like Lucas Raymond just scored for the Red Wings in their preseason game. I was watching that game for a bit, so I'll have to watch that goal. There you go, guys. Follow Hot Take Hockey on Twitter. There you go. So yeah, as I said, it looks like both contracts are done. Not official yet, but it looks like they're done. Joven, it looks like they signed, yep. Yeah, I don't know where they were at this past week, but as far as I knew, they were in Michigan, because obviously Hughes is from there. Well, they train there. His brother was just playing there. But yeah, 125 in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Yeah, Raymond just scored, Salty. Well, I wouldn't say Chuck Carlson had no defense game in Ottawa. I mean, here's the thing. Carlson's speed and just... In 2017, like, that was Carlson's prime. Like, absolute best. I mean, he was playing stellar defense with Method on those runs. And again, obviously Method... Like, it's the same thing. You see some defensemen helping other D-man sometimes. Like, look at... I always use the Toronto references, so bear with me. But Justin Hull with Muzzin, right? Is Hull as good of a defender when he's not with Muzzin? Not even close, right? Erik Karlsson benefited heavily playing with a Mark Method, and that got overlooked. And that's why I've always said guys like Mark Method and Ian Cole and Chris Tanev, Travis Hamonic, those guys are so underrated, so overlooked. Agree, disagree in the chat? Let me know. I love those type of defensemen. They complement the offensive guys like Erik Karlsson, Quinn Hughes, Morgan Rielly. They complement those guys so well. That's why I think again, Hamonic's got to do what's best for him and his family, but I think for the Canucks' sake, I do hope to see Hamonic with the Canucks. And that's why I said, as much as I think Benning's kind of a dummy a little bit for the Pullman contract, I think Pullman's one of those kind of defensemen. He is. He's very low risk. He's not going to give you anything special, but he is very low risk, and he complements other decent offensive defensemen, right? So... that's why I don't mind Pullman. 2.5 for 4 years. Yeah, it's definitely risky, and I don't love it for that kind of defenseman. I like 2 or 3 year deals for that defenseman at maybe that cap it. But the 4 years for me kind of is like... But again, I didn't hate it. It was just a little shocking. Ricky says, you got to wait 6 years before Quinn comes to New Jersey. Well, if that was to happen, yes, Ricky, you got to wait 6 years. And yeah, Beard, I said, again, Canucks fans argued with me, but obviously the Toffoli one was a massive loss, and I don't mean to bring up negativity in the stream right now, but I said, I think a lot of people were going to overlook the Tanev loss with Hughes. Chris Tanev, oh my God, that guy complimented, and Quinn Hughes benefited from that guy so much in that season, in the bubble run, and I feel like not enough people talked about it. I wanted Tanev in Toronto so bad because I know how this guy works with offensive defensemen, and he's just such a low risk, like low maintenance kind of defenseman. Chris Tanev was a huge piece, and that's why I'm saying Hamonic is not as good as Tanev, but he does still, I think, complement Hughes really well when he's healthy. So if Hamonic can play, I really like Hamonic next to Hughes, and as I said, if Myers can be all right, I'm okay with him with OEL. But again, Pullman might be a nice complementary piece to OEL. But then again, if Rathbone's there, maybe he's good with Pullman. You have options now. But obviously, if Hamonic's not there, then it's a little bit of a question mark. But you did sign Shen. I don't know what they're doing with Levy, so we'll see. Robbie, I mean... I wouldn't say Tanev was a much bigger loss, but I agree. I would say in terms of ranking, I would say it was like Toffoli, Tanev. Obviously Toffoli with the scoring, but Toffoli, Tanev in terms of presence. And then Markstrom obviously was a huge presence for the Canucks, but less of a loss in my opinion because of the contract that the Flames had to commit to, and because you have a guy named, I think, Thatcher Demko. So, like, that's the thing, right? But yeah, guys, I'm going to pull up Streamlabs here. So I hope if you guys do subscribe, you have your subs public. Your name will pop up on the screen. So let us know right now in the chat if you're a new viewer, where you're watching from. I love to do this sometimes. Let me know in the chat right now where you're watching from and if you're a new viewer. Whether it's the province, city, state, country, where are you watching from? All right. What's up, Gabriel? Spencer from Kitchener. There you go. Purple from Ottawa. Delta. Hey, what's going on, Justin? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully work's going well. Really appreciate seeing you in here. Hey, Fadju, I don't know about that. Hey, Beard. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of Canucks fans are hoping. As he matures, his defensive game gets better. Because obviously you know Quinn Hughes' offense is going to be consistent. 7.7 for Pettersson. Actually. Wow, W's in the chat. Woo! There you go. Hey, I was close on my prediction. I said 7.5 or 7.75. I forget what I said, but that was definitely close to my prediction. We're going to have to watch back my video. If someone can remind me, I either predicted 7.5 or 7.75. Come on, Robbie Ray, get this out. Ground ball. Oh, he struck him out. Attaboy, Ray. Ray got him. Let's go. What's up, Nick? Appreciate you being here. Did I say 7? Well, yeah, Ray, bro. I'm trying to remember because I remember specifically saying the range for Pettersson for me was between 7.5 and 7.5, or 7.5 and 7.75, but I don't know what the number I finally said. But what I said with Clay on the call was the best case scenario for the Canucks would have Pettersson, because in my mind and what they were going to sign for was 7.75 at a 3-year deal because I knew it was going to be a bridge deal for Pettersson. Oh, and then with Hughes, I was saying 8-year deal because I think that's the best case scenario for an 8 million or 8.25. I think I would have been even more happy if you guys were Canucks fans, like in the chat. If Hughes signed for 8 years, I would have been okay if it was at 8.25 because you're buying an extra 2 years for just an extra $500K, basically. So, yo, Dylan with the 25 says before you leave, go Preds. Thank you so much, Dylan. I really appreciate it. What's going on, Coach Rob? Let's go. Let's get some Dylan hype in the chat. And thank you so much. I just saw someone subscribe. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much. What's up, LDS? Robbie, what's going on? Thank you so much for being here, guys. The new season's coming along. We got 140 in the live stream. We love to see that. Almost 100 likes. We're 12 likes away to 100. Blue Jays are on. Hopefully they get this dub right now. I don't know how many Jays fans are in here. Yeah, Raver, they have a little bit of wiggle room, for sure. So Pettersson at 7.7, it looks like, for 3 years. And we don't have the official number, I don't think, on Quinn Hughes, but as far as we know, it was around 7.75. Slightly above 7.75. So that's what we know so far. Yeah, Gabriel, the mods, drop the commands of the second channel on my Twitter and Discord, please. So yeah, the actual number right now, it seems like it's confirmed that Pettersson is for 7.7. We don't know the exact number on Hughes yet. But yes, that is the exact amount for PD. Oh, that was almost fair for Grichuk. Oh. Speedy says Pettersson, Hughes, and Demko all steals, especially Demko. Oh, obviously Demko's a massive steal for sure. Yeah, that contract. I said that contract was a W from day one because, man, $5 million for a goalie that had that kind of potential. Obviously, it wasn't like massive long term, but at the time and right now, it's a really good deal. Oh my. Mike, yeah, now at this point with the contracts, if they get confirmed by the Canucks before this weekend, I could see the duo of Hughes and Pettersson signing by next week. Yeah. Or sorry, not signing by next week, playing by next week for a preseason game. Because I think the Canucks have, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I think they have about 3 preseason games left. So yeah, I could see Peter and Hughes, maybe at least one of them, playing a preseason game later next week. Like, obviously they're going to get practicing with the team, but yeah, late next week I could see them playing a preseason game. Yeah, Rajvinder, I'm saying this is a W for Jim Benning for sure. For sure. Anyways, guys, any last thoughts right now on this contract? I was going to wait till Hughes, but I think I'm going to watch this Jays game, and I think it's good to keep this maybe shorter so people can rewatch it. Drop! Yes, Springer! Let's go. All right. McDermott's playing for the Avs. But yeah. Tkachuk, guys, who predicted Tkachuk would be the last one? I thought Pettersson would be the last one, to be honest. I thought Tkachuk would sign before Pettersson. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little surprised that Tkachuk's the last one to sign. What do I think Barkov's going to get? Yeah, in the offseason, Frank, because this is the last year. Well, Eichel got 10. Matthews was obviously 11.6. I think Barkov probably ends up around... Again, this is an early prediction. We'll have to see if Barkov plays as well as he did last year. I expect him to. So I would say Barkov in around 10.5 million or 10 million on a long-term deal. Braden Point just got slightly under 10. I think Barkov's slightly, more important to the Panthers, respectfully, just because of, the Lightning have a bunch of other big boys. So I'm saying Barkov around 10 to 10.5, I'd say. 10.5, maybe. Oh, my God. Is that a double play? Simeon. There's no way. Simeon, that's his second double play today. Oh, my God. What's up, Costa Rica? Yeah. Hey, James, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some James hype in the chat. So you guys subscribe like James. Why not? It's free to subscribe, right? It's free, so I hope you do subscribe on your way out. Drop a like. I really do appreciate the support. And, yeah. I'll say this. How many points do you think Pettersson gets? Because Quinn Hughes is a defenseman. I expect him to get over 50 points in an 82-game season. How many points do you think Pettersson gets if he stays healthy for an 82-game season? That's safe. Get Simeon back on the base. That's safe. That is safe right there. Wow, Rob's saying like 66. TCB's saying 70. Beer's saying 70 plus. I'll say in an 82-game season, I see... Hey, Pettersson signed for 7.7. I'm going a hot take. Pettersson gets 77 points this season. 7.7 million. He's getting 77 points this year if he plays a full 82-game season. That's what I'm saying. I think he gets almost a point per game. Left yellow routes is 85. Yeah, again, I could see him over a point per game. I just think P's got to be consistent all year to get past 80 points. And even, I could see Pettersson getting 90 points. I'll say that, 100%. I think he gets at least 77. That's my number. At least 77, I'm solid on that. He ain't getting below 77 if he plays a full 82-game season. Eric, you say he gets 8 mil on a big contract? Eric, the contract's already signed, bro. Well, not official, but 7.7 for 3 years, and Hughes for just under 8 for 6 years. It'd be nice for a Vladdy homer. I'll stay live for Vladdy's at bat, guys, because I win some money if Vladdy gets a homer. So you guys can see me hyped on stream if Vladdy gets a homer here. Robert says, about freaking time, what were they waiting for this? Robert, I don't know what's going on here, to be honest, because I was expecting if it took this long. But again, it could have taken longer. I gave an example, like Nylander went all the way to December. Like, we've seen other guys hold out longer. So the fact that they're still... Please! No way, bro! That wasn't a homer! I'm still hyped, but oh my god, I would have won so much money! There's no way that stayed... Oh my god, that's my luck. I actually can't believe this. Who just saw that? I would have won so much money if you got a homer there. That's my luck. Are you freaking out of your mind? Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you freaking kidding me? I'm an inch just like cost me 150, bro. Well, no, not that wasn't the bet, but I would have won 150 bucks right there if that just went an inch. Are you out of your mind? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Bro, I had such a good feeling about Black. Oh my god, bro, who just saw that shit? I want to be mad, but they just gotta run. Oh my god. I'm like laughing. Alright. Anyways. Oh, good. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you hit that subscribe button, drop a like. I can't believe that actually just happened. Oh my god, I'm actually cheesing right now. But anyways, guys, love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll post a video tomorrow, and I might be live before I go to the Blue Jays game tomorrow. I have tickets to the Jays game, so I'll be there. But, oh my god. I can't believe I just got robbed like that. Oh my god, I actually can't believe that just happened. Anyways, guys, I love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for the support. Hit that subscribe button. See you soon. Peace.